Welcome, Leo, to your Astroflower reading going from the 10th through to the 16th of July. Are you in planning stage? Are you sorting things out? You're learning about the medium turn cycles, basically. This is like a 9-month cycle in the Page of Pentacles. It's learning about how to physically put into place what you want to be doing next year. And I think this is what's coming through you. There's a big change coming up next week, and I'm going to be doing a collective and an individual time-stamped video on that next week. But for you, it's almost much more important because it's your new year coming up. Your birthday season will be here soon, and you're learning about this. You're learning about how to practically put into action the sort of things that you want to be achieving next year. This is what should be running around your local energy, around the energy that's around you at the moment. Opening up a really beautiful doorway for you, possibilities. It's also like there's a lot of luck involved here, because it's like beginner's luck in a way, and yeah, it's opening up that pathway. Let's see what goes on in your relationship. On your relationships, on your karmic path, you get the 3 of Pentacles. Good quality work. I think you've got to recognize how good you are, Leo. And when you put your, I wouldn't say your mind to it, it's more your spirit to it. Once you put your spirit into it, you would realize this, how, what sort of good quality contributions you make to the relationships, or the all relationships. This could be couples, groups and everything like that around you at the moment. And what you're going to be doing is I think your karma's almost calling in good quality relationships around you at the same time. And this is what I mean about sort of trying things out, getting fine-tuning your good connection with your partner and stuff like that. There's a real ambition here. There's a real desire that comes out of all of this. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. This is what the universe is sort of encouraging in your life. Nothing but joy and socializing and having fun, basically. I think this is where you need to let go, allow your heart to flow, allow your emotions, allow you to enjoy your emotions. This is more like it. It's engaging with other people in a very harmonious and celebratory sort of way. And they're almost sort of celebrating you, really, sort of, Leo, because you're integrating yourself into all of this. You're really allowing yourself to live, and the universe is encouraging that within you. What's your past? These are your guides of how they influence your past and your future. Your super subconscious guides. Yeah, your calling. I think this is it. This is what you're learning about this midterm cycle, this 9-month cycle that's going through here. And it's going to be coming up after your birthday. And that's when you do a lot of things. This is when energy really flows with you. And you've responded to this inner call within you to live life and to live life and to go off and to follow your heart's desires, basically. I've certainly seen this throughout the entire year. There's a lot to be really chuffed with your life over the past year, Leo. Amazing inner work and outer work that you've done. With temperance as well. Okay, so we're just before your birthday season, so this is where you're trying out. I think you need to be gentle with yourself and gentle with other people that are around you, because you're trying things out. You're responding to this calling, to this higher sort of plane sort of connection or relationships that are around you. And with this patient comes fertility. It could be some of you, if you're looking to have a child and stuff like that. It's only for for some of you, not for everybody, but it's that sort of sensation of we can create here. The fertile land and water, that's what she's mulling it over, of where she's going to place her water, her emotions. Does she put it into an emotional or physical sense within her relationships? And why not both? And I think this is where the patience comes into play, and actually will be a huge, great advantage to you when connecting with people around you. It's going to help you to really advance towards the relationships that you really sort of like resonate with. The devil has come up for everyone. I'm not joking. Has really come up for everybody, and I'm calling it the devil's in the detail here. Normally, I've got a different stance on the devil as well. It depends on how I'm going through it, really, and it depends on the reading. It depends how it comes through. But at the moment, it seems to be like the devil's in the detail, and this is where the patience needs to be, I think, with you and with the world around you. We try and fit things together, and it doesn't work first time. So we take a step back, we adjust slightly, and we reapproach. And within that finer detail of the relationships, there you're going to find beautiful, beautiful truths. Is what I'm getting here. It's like it's undeniable. Anything else would just be diabolical. You know, it doesn't sit with that logic unless it's just pure truth. And I think this is where you should, you know, be observing in the connections with the relationships around you. Let's just see what's going on in your material side of life. We have the nurturing of the karmic path on your financial, business, jobs. Yeah, I think this is learning about the midterm cycles within your life. It's nurturing, putting those projects together. So if you're looking for a career path this coming year, or if you're looking to sort of like open a new business or change the way in which you do your business, this is going to take sorting out and nurturing. And I have told you this in the last couple of weeks, actually, funnily enough, that you can make money very easily, Leo, once you put your mind to it. The difficult parts can sometimes be holding on to that money. And I think this is what you've got to nurture, that aspect of you. If you nurture that aspect of you know, looking at your career path and your business or your job and your projects and your money as an entity that you're sort of, you know, or a person that you're trying to provide the best well-being for, and that's all aspects of it, of what's coming into their life as what they're putting out as well, their spiritual growth in a way. And that it's like, if you really want the finances, you've got to start nurturing your finances at the base, basically. Yeah, the universe here is sort of saying, don't diverse too much. This can be a problem for a lot of signs. Getting caught up in various different angles of life, and the universe here is sort of saying, concentrate on one thing at a time, nurture one thing at a time. Once it starts growing, then you can move on to the other. Being very clear about how you put your time and effort into things. If it's working, go with it. If it's not working, put it on the sideline. That's what the universe is sort of saying here. What's the past guides? How are they trying to, or the guides that can work on your super subconscious? You got the Nine of Wands. I think that this is like an echo from the past within your guides, which you will see in coincidences. So sometimes you may feel like you're repeating something, and in repeating that, you sort of kind of say to yourself, and I don't want to do that again. And this could be sort of like the way you approached a boss for a promotion, or how you approached a client that you didn't quite get the contract and stuff like that in the past. How can that help you in the future? And I think your guides, with coincidences around you, are trying to create those trigger moments for you where you kind of go, okay, I learned that last time, I'm not going to repeat it. And this is where you can nurture your future. Seven of Swords, playing smart, and this is where you're going to be. I'm saying to my kids at the moment, you know, I've got two of my children. My children are absolutely beautiful, obviously, because they're my kids. You know what I mean? Everyone thinks their kids are absolutely brilliant, but you know, I'm explaining to two of the youngest two. One's a young man and the other one's a young lady. That sharpening your swords is really important. And when I say sharpening your swords, this could be anything from your, one is like a sword of justice for one of the two, and the other one is a sword of healing, and they're completely different things. But it's the sharpening of your soul or your spirit, so it really works perfectly. And this is what I'm getting from this, is how you play smart is how you sharpening your swords as you go forward in order to attack life, like it should be, and get the best out of you, really, more than anything else. Let's just see what the overall outcome is. The moon. I think you could be pushing yourself into areas that you don't really know. It's not in your repertoire. But I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's a really good thing. I think that's because you're expanding. I think you're going to be taking a big step up this year. And it is, when you step up, it's like a step into the unknown. And that's what it feels like there more than anything else. I don't feel like there's any nastiness attached to it in per se. I don't think there's hidden stuff. The only hidden stuff that I can get off this is like the idea that I didn't see that coming sort of scenario. But I do think it plays out really well for you. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Really do appreciate it, and you can support that in many different sort of ways through the YouTube. But also links in the description below. You can grab me a cup of coffee. I drink tea, but a cup of coffee would be absolutely brilliant. And also there's links to my healing and readings that I do, my private healing and readings as well. So you can choose the formula that corresponds to you and choose the time and day that goes for you. So yeah, it'd be lovely to see you. Apart from everything else, thank you very much for being here. Let's get a bit of clarification on this. I want to see if might be able to clear up, that moon section going on the material side. But let's just see what the overall energy's got for us here. We got the Knight of Wands. This is very much your younger self, as it were, getting passionate about the journey, getting passionate about the coming year, and how you open the doors to your future success. I think you've grasped a lot, as I said, over the last year. And it's learning to apply those passions. And I think, the overall energy here is sort of saying it's bringing in, it's like it's a multiplier. The moment you engage in the situation and you engage with your passions, the universe and the energy will engage with you with its passions. With the look at this, is brilliant. With the Three of Pentacles, we get the Three of Cups. It's what the universe is really trying to help you manifest within your karmic path on your relationship side, which is celebrations and you bringing your cup to the party. I think that's the main thing that comes out of it, is bringing your joy to the situation. It's going to really open up a lot of relationship doors, as it were. Let's see what's going on with the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, you get the Eight of Cups. Yeah, walking away from the old year, walking into the new, I think. Walking towards that sun as well. You, basically, the happiness. And I think you're going to find your happiness within the connections with other people. And that's so obvious because we got the two of the Three of Cups. It's being sociable. It's bringing your cup to the party, Leo. With the Judgment card, you get lovers. I think you've realised, I hope you have, and this is what you should be realising, that falling in love with someone else also is a degree of falling in love with oneself. You've got to love yourself before you can love another, and many people sort of say that sort of thing. And it's this Judgment is almost as if you've understood. You've realised how to engage yourself in a very loving and beautiful way with another person, because you're doing it for yourself. And it's that calling of that individual, of you, to live and love life. really, really passionate. And there could be someone very passionate that's coming into your life. Could be, a, you know, like a Gemini in a way, or a Libra, I guess. But it's got a lot of passions tied to it. But whatever it is, I think it's you that from your past is, you know, delivering you to passions and happiness. With temperance, you get judgment. This is that patience with yourself, with the people that are around you, brings you into harmony. This is also a Libra card as well, so this could be this Libra person that you're connected to. It just brings about, you know, it's like a situation that turns up, and if you jumped straight on it and made a judgment straight away, that judgment, because maybe you haven't got all the information, that judgment may be wrong and you may damage that relationship. But with a bit of patience, you'll understand a lot clearer, and you'll have that judgment on your side. Things will really be playing into your hands, as it were, really nicely. With the Devil card, we get the Fool. I think this is the detail of a leap of faith of how you approach your relationships in the future, of being very engaged in a sense where where you understand how it works. Therefore, it helps you to be engaged in a lot more profound way within yourself. And it is a bit of a leap of faith and trusting that. And I think if you do trust it, you're going to come out of this you're going to come out of this on top. Or, well, not on top, but you're going to come out of this feeling absolutely on top of your game because of the social connections you will create. With the Seven of Pentacles, you get the Three of Pentacles. That's twice we got the Three of Pentacles, and twice we got the Three of Cups. It's combining the earth and water energy that is within you, and you can see that on your Astroflower. Combining the two together makes for very fertile land, which you can then nurture a good future and good quality work. I think this is where, if you play into your good quality work, I think you're going to bring in good quality around you, and which is going to help you on your career path and your business and your projects. Just really being on the ball, being there when you're doing business and stuff like that, and learning about that whole sort of, you know, money in, money out sort of scenario. With the Two of Pentacles, you get the Hangman. Seeing things differently, the changes that are coming through you is, with the Two of Pentacles, concentrating on the things that work. And it might be a different way of doing things. As I said, good quality work of you're nurturing certain aspects within you. And this Hangman is just seeing things in a light that might be slightly off the wall to what is the norm. And I think this has to do with the evolutionary revolution, that sort of thing that was coming out next week that I was talking about, or coming through the energy next week, which seems to be the case. With the Nine of Wands, let's just see what's going on. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Four of Swords. So it's not just healing, but this is also feeling your place, because what you've done in the past, those coincidences are going to come up and sort of make you realize what didn't work for you, so you can, you know, you can heal yourself, you can feel yourself in a much better place going forward. Feeling much more at home with what you're doing in the sense of your career path, or your business and your projects and what have you. Let's just see what's going on with that Seven of Swords. What's the playing smart all about? A Tower moment. This could be down to your intuition, I guess. You know what I mean? Where you're getting that sense, and I was talking about, you know, what's coming through in the following week between the 15th and the 21st or 22nd. That's where I think there's something going on. You can see that in your monthly readings as well. You might want to check that out. And playing smart according to the changing environment that is around us. And it has come up for most people in their cards. It's been a situation where we've been preparing for this future, preparing for what is coming around the corner. And I think this is your future. So I think you're getting ahead a head start, as it were, on everybody else. Let's just see what's going on with this moon here. The Four of Cups. Don't look for justice in an unjust world. You know, the old paradigm, the old way of being is no longer, doesn't really equate to what we're living now. And I wouldn't judge things according to the past. That's what seems to be here. Whatever's gone in those Three of Cups is definitely being replaced on your relationship side. And I think it gets replaced by good, honest work on your material side. But it is stepping into the unknown with that Ace of Cups there, which is part of the Four Cups. And I think once you start doing that, I think it'd be difficult for you to see exactly or quantify what a change it's going to make in your life. I think it's going to really bring you up, you know, in the standings, not within just yourself, but within your job and your business and whatever you're doing. Look to the future. Don't look to the past. Yes, use the past to give you judgment for your future, but that's what you've been doing there. I think there's this moment here where if you play smart and this change that comes through within that tower moment, and it could be a tower moment like an offering of a job or something along those sort of lines. As you go forwards, I think you're gonna realise that this whole learning process that you appear to have been going through over the last month of how to not let the money slip through your fingers is going to prove its weight in gold. Really will prove its weight in gold. There you go, Leo. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you very much for your support for this channel and everything like that. Next week, as I said, I'll do that collective and those all signs reading as well, and you can also find your monthly July reading coming up for that. In the meantime, it's all from me left to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.